Elite soldiers from the British Army are said to have targeted the killing of unarmed and arrested people in Afghanistan. That's what the BBC reports. False evidence was placed because they wanted to outdo each other in the number of killings. The allegations weigh heavily, though. Citing secret military reports, the BBC reports that a subgroup of a special unit of the British military is said to have killed unarmed people and arrested people in Afghanistan. It is about 54 people who suspiciously died in raids in 2010 and 2011 within 6 months. In addition, according to the report, the then head of the Special Forces failed to pass on information about this as part of a murder investigation. The BBC cites reports from the Special Air Services, the SAS, as the source of the allegations. According to the BBC, more than a dozen of the operational reports deal with the operations of the accused subgroup of the elite unit. The group was therefore supposed to carry out kill or capture raids in Afghanistan with the aim of arresting Taliban commanders and destroying bomb construction network. Several people involved in the night raids told the BBC they had witnessed unarmed people being killed. AK-47 rifles were also placed at the scene to justify the killings. According to the BBC, several people accused the group of having aimed for a higher number of killings than its predecessor group in a kind of, perfidious competition. In the evaluated operational reports, it is noticeable that the officially given reasons for killings are often similar, writes the BBC. Afghan men are said to have suddenly pulled out AK-47 rifles or hand grenades from behind curtains or furniture during different night raids, after they were arrested. In the event of one raid, an arrested person should usually come back to the affected building to help with the search. It was clear at the time something was wrong. That's what a senior official at SAS headquarters told the BBC. There were real concerns. Internal emails spoke of the group's latest massacre, writes the BBC. Accordingly, there were concerns because the alleged tactics used by the Afghans to reach for weapons or hand grenades after an arrest had not been described in the operational reports of other British military units. In the wake of the raids, as many weapons were not always found as people were killed, which raises the suspicion that the group had killed unarmed people. According to the BBC, some concerns also reached the then head of Special Forces, General Sir Mark Carleton-Smith. One of the rare formal examinations had been initiated at headquarters, but the officer in charge of the investigation only spoke to military personnel in Afghanistan and did not visit any of the night raid sites. The audit report supported the versions of the SAS deployment reports, according to the BBC. In 2013, the British Army Military Police eventually launched a murder investigation into one of the raids. In the course of this, however, the then head of Special Forces, General Carleton-Smith, did not inform the military police about the previous concerns about the killings or the formal investigation. General Carleton-Smith declined to comment on the allegations to the BBC, the report said. The British Ministry of Defence said the British forces had served in Afghanistan with courage and professionalism and had met the highest standards. The ministry cannot comment on certain allegations, but this should not be taken as an acknowledgement of the accuracy of the allegations. Well, I'm quite interested what can be found there in the future. And I'll see you in my next video. Schau rein.